So here we go with Arena, and we'll have to find something to talk about for the next 20 minutes. So good thing I have a co-caster here. It's game 4, Palm is up 2-1, and we're seeing Lithuanians for Ghettoliquidator and Teutons for Palm. So, both cavalry civs, like this for Lithuanians, one of the few units in the game that can actually counter Teutonic Knights with ease, I would say, because they ignore armor. And then the speed of Lithuanians could play in here, but Teutons, again, fantastic. Probably one of the best hubs in the game, probably the best hubs in the game, actually. So it's not easy to play Lithuanians against Teutons in that sense. Any insights?
I mean, depending on what Ghettoliquidator is going for, right? I mean, if he goes lightest, it's gonna be hard, probably. And also, it will be a fight for relics because, yeah, as we all know.
Yeah, Lithuanians get +1 attack per relic for their knights and like this. So it's definitely going to be a fight for relics. And with monks on the field, Teutons are kind of favored because they resist conversions. So if it should come to conversions territory, Teutons will have more time to react. Both players, both civs actually have. Don't they have full monk tech trees actually? Both of them. Lithuanians full. They are a monk civilization.
So, yeah.
Teutons, I think they have everything as well. Yeah. So it's a matchup between two complete tech trees for the monks. Maybe we'll see some Woolaloos here. But the general relic placement, I'd say it slightly favors Ghettoliquidator here because he has two basically right outside his walls and one also to the north that's closer to himself. Lithuanians with the extra 150 starting food should have an edge going up to the next ages though. They should be reaching Castle Age earlier in my opinion. But then again, Teutons with a fantastic boom with their almost half-price farms.
I like Palm's map more, to be honest. Because, I mean, if he finds out that both stone are that close together, he just could put a castle there and deny it for most of the game.
Yeah, on Ghetto's side, you mean?
Ghetto's side, yes.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you're probably not going for a castle drop with the Lithuanians, but anytime soon. But it's easily denied. It's true with some kind of range here. Then again, Ghetto should recognize this and maybe drop his first castle next to one of these stones, and he could reverse it.
Yeah, true.
And his main goal
is usual for Teutons as well that you make a castle drop, right?
Yeah, at least not for offensive purposes. It's more of a defensive thing. Oh, let me fast forward by the way to catch up here. And we're live. Good. So some boar eating and deer pushing going on here. Food counts a little bit more for Ghetto as expected. He is Lithuanians after all, starts with extra food. So maybe the difference between going up won't be as huge anyway. Depends on what kind of population they decide on for the clicking up here. So both berries and gold in the back for Ghettoliquidator. That's at least very easy for him to secure his main gold. Goes actually for Palm as well. It's in the back here, so we could argue that Palm has better wood lines overall inside of his base because Ghetto he has basically only the right hand side there, nothing to the left whatsoever within his walls. So he would need to make another chunk of wall to the left side to secure a little bit of a wood line on this side, maybe for a TC later on, but his inside base is horrible in that sense. But now he's deleting the walls, he's probably going to drop his second lumber camp in the right hand semicircle there.
Ghetto is already up.
He really wants that early map control with the scouts, with Lithuanians. It could potentially delay his cast age, depending, let's see, but he is floating lots of food, so I think he could go up at 25 pop here to cast age and be fine. Let's see. So huge head start to Feudal Age, but Palm's eco should benefit from a few more villagers here. Here comes the blacksmith market drop, only missing 30 gold and some food to click up, so Ghetto should be just fine here to click up once the building is complete. Palm actually looking a little bit rougher for him.
Yeah.
I think it's still going to be fine because he has a way to go to Feudal Age, but this is going to set him back a lot, contesting the relics later. It's also with only one lumber camp over there, as opposed to... Well, Ghetto is only with one as well, actually.
Well, it looks kind of rough now because relics gonna be tough to fight for them.
Yeah, and Palm is essentially giving away at least 2 or 3 relics now, I would say, with this uptime difference. Unless he gets some... He is dropping the... He's going stable blacksmith here, blacksmith market, so he's actually going to get the army out sooner on the map, so he could get some scouts out. Maybe it's okay after all. But he needs that cast age click, and he's going to lag behind almost 50% here. 4 strokes of little food here, and here is good to go. Let's look at the overall map per map. Palm only scouted 3 of the relics. Ghetto has at least 4 of them now, only missing the last one. He's about to find that one as well. I think Ghetto is setting up for the boom here as well, maybe straight into the... He's still not dropping a stable actually, so he's going to wait for that until cast late here. Ooh. Okay, so a monastery, maybe he'll be adding some spears or something, because he's not going for any scouts to counter enemy monks here. It's only with the barracks and now the monastery. It is of course a wood investment with the monastery as well, so it will delay your TCs. Could mean that the Teutons are off to a better boom here, going into Castellation Palm with scouts going out over the Anton Spears.
Right into the wolf.
Yeah, but he saves it. He's fine. Palm now with 7 military here. And just about to reach Castellation here. Goes straight for the relics closest to Ghetto's base. I like this.
Palm's house.
Yeah, it's been set back by population. Going for the monastery as well, wants to contest those relics, so that's going to delay Palm's boom as well, now only with 100 wood. None of them dropping, well, Ghetto dropping his second TC right now. So Ghetto will be getting the eco head start here.
Oh, he has an ILTC, now he sees it.
Makes sense to go spears instead of scouts versus students. Yeah, I guess. Tries for a conversion here, but won't get it. It's Teuton scouts after all. So scouts resist conversion, and Teutons resist conversion even more. And Palm gets housed again, unfortunately. So a bit of a rough start for Palm here, although going into knights and monks here. I'd say he's ruling the map for the moment. He's with 10 to 3 military, so it's not going to make it easy for Ghetto to get to the relics here after all.
Yeah, but now +1 defense for the spearmen.
And scouts.
And scouts. Pretty good for him.
Yeah, I see only green on the map right now, and this monk is trying his best, but I think you'll need some call for some support here before moving out. As Palm is picking up his first relic. Builder
And again,
counts,
what
then
to...
even. Palm with second TC up as well, so they're both on 2 TCs. Palm with consistent production out of both, though. That might not be the case for Ghetto here. Nope, only producing from 1 out of 3 TCs here. 3 monks trying to convert the Teuton scout here now. What? Oh, yeah,
Oh my god.
gets it. Finally gets it. 3 monks almost kills.
Yeah, but you will never get the relic. Boop.
Bam. That was a very aggressive hit. So bam! One shot. Headshot.
Pop.
Yeah, Palm with the villager lead, with the army lead, especially here, and he's about to snag the relics.
Doing a good job there.
Mm-hmm.
Could potentially be that he gets all relics.
He could get all 5, that's going to be huge for the late game, should it go to it, but what Ghetto could do as well is just abandon the idea of relics, which is kind of weird being Lithuanians, but he could that, and then focus on whatever army composition is going for to try and outmatch Teutons instead. And just try to go for some YOLO thing so he won't to be reliant on this late goal. What's the thing with this villager though? It's going out to the middle of nowhere. Is that a woman sent that decided to go for a suicide, or did she have a special mission to distract these people so Ghetto can snag the relic to the north instead? Another villager going out! What? Gathering point, no malfunctions here. Hello?
Hello. Maybe he wanted to wall in the other relics, but...
Well, it doesn't have loom, so... That's a bit ballsy as well. He's going to die to the spearman here because villager doesn't have loom yet. Interesting move from Ghettoliquidator as Palm is fortifying his position on the map.
He deleted it.
Yeah, makes sense. Don't want to commit to the presence of the killer. It's a ritual sacrifice, says Oddwolf. Yeah, true. Ritual sacrifice for good luck for the Lithuanian gods here.
As a sacrifice.
Yeah, Palm is winning the relic lottery here, is bringing in his 3rd and 4th relics now. Says, those are mine, not going to give them to these nasty Lithuanians here. Teuton relics are for Teutons in this matchup. 4 on stone now for Ghetto. Palm not on stone at all just yet. But that could again be just for a castle for defensive purposes, just to secure some of the resources here, maybe to secure the secondary gold outside the base as well. Or the stone, for that matter. I mean, ideally going for this army so early on football, that should punish his eco overall, but he's hanging in there with villagers, he's matching the villager numbers as well. Houses.
Can't believe he's getting all relics.
Oh, it's pretty impressive. Especially being later up to Castle H as he was.
Yeah. Oh wait. Isn't one missing?
Yeah, maybe he hasn't scouted it actually. He doesn't see the last one right next to his base. That's just one tile shy of the last relic there.
Oh boy.
Look at his scouting, and it's missing one
Wow.
damn tile. Well, that's an early imp. It's not a fast imp, but it's still pretty early as Ghetto is dropping a castle. Palm still not going to stone, from what I can tell.
The thing is, should he prepare like a half siege push? Or...
Yeah, that could work, I guess. Even if you drop a castle kind of forward, so Palm basically has the whole map now. He's all the military presence. It's still 0 military for Ghetto against 13 here. Once Imperial Age kicks in, Palm, he will need something. He is really not with much of wood or stone. And actually Imperial Age for Ghetto as well now with a bit more villagers. So Ghetto should have a stronger eco going into Imperial Age here.
But then again, he has no military buildings whatsoever, right? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
One barrack, but...
Palm is getting the cavalry upgrades now. He's getting pike as well, so we might be onto something there. But both pikes and stable upgrades, and Palm, he doesn't really have too much eco to support army push here with his building stables now. Is going to go into the Teuton's knights here, which are of course incredibly strong, and light is on the field for Ghetto. Is he afraid of the Teutonic knights or what? Actually, they'll do okay against Lithuanians paladins as well, but they are 5 relic, or rather 4 relic knights paladins missing for our Lithuanians player here. So cavalry play doesn't make, that's basically maybe the only play except for monks, and you can't go monks against Teutons. Let's see here then. I might see a fight here with the Lighties and Scouts and Knight here. Should be an easy win for the Lighties here still. Even with the Teutons plus... Let's see, shouldn't that be... Well, it's 2, maybe be right there. Yeah, melee armor plus melee armor, there we go. Yeah. So that's the first one, not the second one. Knights numbers increasing for Palmyra now. 3 stable Knights production. He's also getting some pikes for, I guess, against the Lightest. Then maybe he saw the Lightest on the field and wanted to go for the protection with pikes against them. They have extra defense, but that's not really going to help out here. And Imperial Age is in for Ghetto as well, so they're both in Imperial Age now, but Ghetto should have a stronger eco to back this, considering he went up with more. He's with enough stone to drop another castle now. He's probably going to drop the next one a bit further out.
It's gonna be
wow, it's actually
Halberdiers for Lithuanians, and they are a little bit faster.
Yeah, they are stronger overall. Isn't it a unique...
This castle could be denied actually, but he doesn't see it right. No.
No, he sees it now though. His scout just passed, so he should be seeing that foundation.
Oh, Palm with wheelbarrow right now.
Oh, that's late wheelbarrow. No wonder he's well, he's 10 villagers behind. So both have been going pretty early to Imperial Age without really exploiting it too much. Teutonsen gets more armor though, so that's for their melee units, that's going to benefit them. Let's have a look at Lithuanians. I think you need a unique tech for tower shields, spearman line, and skirmishers, plus 2 pierce armor. Yeah, it doesn't really apply here, but spearman line and skirmishers move 10% faster, so that's going to be huge against Teutons that are a slow cavalry civilization already. Strong but slow. Look at the scores, it's so even here. But Palm, with 4 relics, surprisingly enough, is not securing the closest one to his base because he doesn't see it. Well, he could pick that up at any point. He still has the monks, so shouldn't be an issue. But what's his answer to helps? I mean, Lithuanians, they get a hand cannoneer as well, so that could be a play here. Or simply skirmishers, because they have faster skirmishers. Here comes some siege workshops as well. You think he's going for scorpions now against the halves, maybe?
I thought it's maybe bombard cannons, but...
Okay, that one says, if Palm attacks right now, he can win because Blue doesn't have upgrades or numbers yet, but every minute is minus full town. You're right. I think Ghetto now is only... I don't know how far these upgrades go. We see Palm going into Scorpions though, that's going to help out, but maybe he would need a heavy Scorpion in the end to really get the advantage. He's keeping the castle up for now, but he's not making trebs of his own either, and he does not have Scorpion numbers yet. I mean, wouldn't it make sense now to try... I see that Palm's eco doesn't really support it, but maybe to go into... just take into the Longswordsman Champions line right now, because of the... You know, you'll be running into Lithuanians hubs anyway. And I assume Teutons get squires, right? So I think every Civ does. And then they could, to some extent, match the speed of the Lithuanians hubs.
I don't understand why he's not now bombard cannons. Okay.
Yeah, he did get chemistry available, so...
So risky against Lithuanian halberdiers running around like that.
Yeah.
So slow.
Yeah, but he seems to have abandoned the cavalry idea for now. He's going into scorpions instead, so a little
Hand
bit of...
cannoneer. Ah, yeah,
that's a good addition. That's going to work nicely against the hubs as well. It's probably more one of its more cost-efficient options. Scorpions getting some hits here, but will die to hubs here. Pikemen, Teuton's pikemen, I don't know, they have extra armor. But...
it's just more
why not get Halberdier of your own instead? It's too expensive, of course, for the time being, but... this Cavalier will go down if Paul doesn't pay attention. This castle will go down. And now I think he's going to sacrifice these Cavaliers just to make sure that these trebs go down, and maybe, just maybe, he could save the castle, but he's not with enough stone to save it for now. It's just a little bit of everything here for Palm. One range producing hand cannoneers, a couple of barracks going for pikemen mainly, and some angry housewives. And then the stable's not really doing anything anymore. Look at these two villagers building a castle for Ghettoliquidator. He is confident now. And Olaf says, I think the human sacrifices earlier on are paying off for Ghettoliquidator, and he might very well be right here. Halberdier finally for Palm, and the armor for the infantry as well, dropping more in barracks now. So Palm, but he's struggling a lot with... I mean, it's getting a lot of things here now, but he's not really massing anything. It's only one range producing hand cannoneers. You need a significant mass before they are really efficient here.
It was just again about something to do about reaction and timing.
Mm.
He saw the halberdiers. Why keep making cavalier like that? Also, he just repaired his castle. Didn't produce trebuchets for himself.
Seems a little bit indecisive overall. Just I don't really know what to do. What do we do now that he's in with lots of hubs already? I can't go with my camp plan. We need a follow-up, and then he's just, okay, I'm going to make skirmishers, hand cannoneers, more cavalry, scorpions. It's just a little bit of everything. Lots of production buildings here not really being used, right? And that's wood that could be spent from even more farms for his eco. Although he has 34 farms, he's fine, but now his base has been breached, and it's not going to be fine for long, this eco. Yeah. So that ends the game. Ghettoliquidator's human sacrifices in the beginning of the game and the middle of the field pays off here. He buys himself the good fortune to turn the events here, gets a little bit later to the Imperial Age with roughly 10 more villagers, and it really pays off with his unit composition here, going more exclusively hubs and siege here actually with Lithuanians. Huh. I think Palm had a momentum there, maybe just with a little bit too little eco to back what he wanted to do. Right? His imp looked impressive, the timing, but he was lacking somehow. But keeping the suspense here, it's 2-2 now between these two players, so we're looking forward to the continuation here. Villager high, exactly the same here. More relics for Palm, not really stressing out the Lithuanians player here. And he might be tearing his hair out now over seeing the last relic that he actually didn't take.